Have you ever been working with the internet, downloaded or tried to download files, and then go, oh, God, I found it for 5 seconds, press the button, and now I don't know where it went? So I'd like to discuss, well, where did it go? How do I find it? My name is Analia Pisani. I also offer virtual training and face-to-face training in Sydney in the Microsoft Office applications. So for this podcast, just for those people who use the internet and try to download files and then go, oh my God, I always struggle to find where did it end up. And sometimes you're doing a virtual session and you've got to quickly find your data again that you just downloaded for 30 seconds and get working again, and you just get all kind of like tied up. So let's go through it. So you've gone to the internet, you found what you want, and you managed to say download. So once you've said download, on the top right hand corner of your browser, you should find a little download icon. Now, if you're not sure what it looks like, it's a down pointing arrow with a little square bracket underneath it. Now, once you press on that, it should show you the recent files that you tried to download. From there, when you hover it, now you're not going to see it until you hover over it, you're going to get two little icons, a folder icon and an icon to expand and open. Now, what I've seen people do in some of my virtual training sessions, they go, yeah, I downloaded, and then they press the button and expand it, and they've worked on it, and then when I ask them to get into the file again, they can't find the file. So when you've hit that little button for open, that's fine. It's opened into Excel, into Word, into whatever it is that you downloaded. The second button is the show in folder button. Now, when you press on that one, that's actually going to take you to where you stored it. Now, that could be one of two places. Now, the default is to go to your downloads folder, but rather than everything dumped into your downloads folder and then you go into the downloads folder to find it and then take it from there and move it to whatever folder you really and truly want it to live in, why not do that in the first place? So you can actually change that setting. Now, that setting will be in your browser. Now, I use Chrome, so I guess it could be a little bit different if you're using the different browsers, but from Chrome, you've got the three little buttons on the top right-hand corner, which is your little menu icon. And if you can go down all the way down to settings, and then on the left-hand side, you'll see downloads, and there'll be some download settings there. From there, you'll see the default location is downloads, but you can change that and say, no, I actually want it to be my server, my OneDrive, somewhere else. You can also ask it to, it says, ask where to save each file before loading, and you can just turn that on. That way, every time you say download, your file, your dialog box will open up, and then you can decide where you want to store it and if you want to give it a slightly different name. And you've also got a third setting there that says show downloads when complete. So there are two settings there that you can turn on or off or have a look at. Now, something else that you might like to do is if you use Windows Explorer or you're trying to find where's my downloads folder and you're looking at your desktop or you're in Excel or you're in Word or you're in some other application, you go, I just want to get to where I see all my files. And if you don't have the little icon, Windows Explorer icon on your taskbar, you can just press Windows E and that will bring up the dialog box to get you into your Windows Explorer, and then you can scroll on the left hand side and look for the desktop or look for your downloads folder or get to whatever you need to from there. The other thing I found just recently was a shortcut key, Control J. So if you're on your desktop, just your Windows, and you say Control G, that will open up your downloads history, but in the browser. So from your browser, if you go, look, I don't know where I've stored this thing, another way you can get there, Control J, and it'll show you your downloads history in your browser. Thank you for joining me in this session. My name's Analia Pisani from AZ Solutions. Don't miss out on more tips and links in the description area. See you next time.